Transforming Perspectives: The Motivational Journey of Gautam Buddha. In the annals of history, few stories resonate with the timeless essence of transformation and enlightenment as profoundly as the narrative of Gautam Buddha. Born into privilege and opulence, Siddhartha Gautama, the man who would become the Buddha, embarked on a journey that transcended material wealth and led to the discovery of profound spiritual riches. The tale begins in the lap of luxury, where Siddhartha is sheltered from the harsh realities of life. His father, King Shuddhodana, sought to shield him from the suffering that plagued the world beyond the palace walls. However, destiny had other plans for Siddhartha. Despite his father's efforts, the young prince was destined to confront the truths of existence. Driven by an insatiable curiosity and a deep-seated sense of compassion, Siddhartha embarked on a quest for enlightenment. He relinquished his princely comforts, leaving behind his royal inheritance, and ventured into the world in search of truth. His journey took him through the depths of human suffering, exposing him to the harsh realities of poverty, sickness, and death. Yet, amidst the despair and desolation, Siddhartha discovered a path to liberation. Sitting beneath the Bodhi tree, he resolved to meditate until he attained enlightenment. Through unwavering determination and profound introspection, Siddhartha transcended the illusions of the material world and unlocked the secrets of existence. The teachings of Gautam Buddha offer invaluable insights into the nature of wealth and poverty. He recognized that true wealth lies not in the accumulation of material possessions, but in the cultivation of inner peace and wisdom. Buddha's philosophy emphasizes the importance of detachment from worldly desires and the pursuit of a life guided by compassion, mindfulness, and altruism. The story of Gautam Buddha serves as a beacon of hope for those grappling with poverty and adversity. It reminds us that regardless of our circumstances, we possess the innate potential to transcend suffering and find contentment within ourselves. By embracing the principles of mindfulness and compassion, we can break free from the shackles of poverty and cultivate a life of abundance in its truest sense. Watching the story of Gautam Buddha can be a transformative experience, inspiring us to reevaluate our priorities and embrace a more meaningful existence. It reminds us that wealth is not measured by the size of our bank accounts, but by the richness of our hearts and minds. In conclusion, the journey of Gautam Buddha offers a powerful testament to the indomitable human spirit and the limitless potential for transformation. Through his teachings, we learn that true prosperity arises from within, and that we have the power to transcend the constraints of poverty and suffering. As we embark on our journey toward enlightenment, may we draw inspiration from the timeless wisdom of Gautam Buddha and strive to cultivate a life of abundance, fulfillment, and inner peace. 1. The Enlightenment of Gautam Buddha unveiling the path to ultimate truth. The story of Gautam Buddha's enlightenment is a timeless narrative that continues to captivate hearts and minds around the world. Rooted in ancient wisdom yet relevant to contemporary seekers, it serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration for those on a quest for truth and inner peace. The journey toward enlightenment began with Siddhartha Gautama's deep-seated yearning to unravel the mysteries of existence. Born into the lap of luxury as a prince in ancient India, Siddhartha was shielded from the harsh realities of life by his doting father, King Shuddhodana. However, a series of encounters with suffering an old man, a sick person, and a corpse shattered his illusions of perpetual bliss and compelled him to seek answers beyond the confines of his palace walls. Driven by an insatiable thirst for truth, Siddhartha renounced his princely privileges and embarked on a quest for enlightenment. For years, he wandered the countryside, studying under renowned spiritual masters and engaging in rigorous ascetic practices in search of liberation from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Yet, despite his arduous efforts, Siddhartha remained unfulfilled. It was only when he embraced a middle path, neither indulging in luxury nor subjecting himself to extreme austerity, that he began to make profound strides toward enlightenment. The pivotal moment in Siddhartha's quest occurred beneath the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, where he resolved to meditate until he attained enlightenment. As he sat in deep contemplation, Siddhartha confronted the demons of doubt and desire that had plagued him for years. Through unwavering resolve and profound insight, he penetrated the veils of ignorance and illusion that clouded his mind, ultimately reaching a state of supreme awakening. In that moment of enlightenment, Siddhartha Gautama transcended the limitations of his identity and experienced the profound interconnectedness of all beings. He realized the impermanent nature of existence, the root cause of suffering, and the path to liberation. The impact of Gautam Buddha's realization reverberated far beyond the sacred groves of Bodh Gaya, shaping the course of human history and transforming countless lives. His teachings, encapsulated in the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, provided a roadmap for navigating the complexities of existence and attaining spiritual freedom. Gautam Buddha's enlightenment is not merely a historical event, but a timeless invitation to awaken the inherent potential within each of us. It reminds us that enlightenment is not reserved for the select few, but is accessible to all who earnestly seek it. As we reflect on the profound journey of Gautam Buddha, may we be inspired to tread the path of awakening with courage, compassion, and unwavering determination, knowing that the ultimate truth lies within our hearts. 2. The evolution of Siddhartha Gautama from prince to monk. The tale of Siddhartha Gautama's journey from prince to monk is a narrative steeped in profound transformation, offering timeless lessons on the nature of worldly attachments, the pursuit of truth, and the quest for inner peace. Born into the lap of luxury as the heir to the throne of Siddhartha Gautama enjoyed a life of privilege and opulence. Shielded from the harsh realities of life outside the palace walls, he was groomed to inherit his father's kingdom and continue the lineage of rulership. Yet, beneath the facade of princely comfort, Siddhartha harbored a deep-seated sense of disquietude and existential longing that could not be quelled by material wealth or worldly pleasures. The catalyst for Siddhartha's journey of self-discovery came in the form of 4 profound encounters: an old man, a sick person, a corpse, and a wandering ascetic. Confronted by the inevitability of aging, illness, death, and the possibility of liberation from suffering, Siddhartha's curiosity was piqued, and he embarked on a quest to unravel the mysteries of existence. Driven by an insatiable thirst for truth, Siddhartha made the audacious decision to renounce his princely privileges and embark on a life of asceticism. Leaving behind his wife's son and all the trappings of royalty, he set out into the wilderness in search of enlightenment. For 6 years, Siddhartha subjected himself to rigorous ascetic practices, seeking to transcend the limitations of the flesh and attain spiritual liberation. Yet, despite his utmost efforts, he found himself no closer to the elusive truth he sought. It was only upon realizing the futility of extreme austerity that Siddhartha embraced a middle path, a balanced approach that eschewed both indulgence and self-mortification. The turning point in Siddhartha's journey occurred beneath the Bodhi tree in Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, where he resolved to meditate until he attained enlightenment. Through unwavering determination and profound introspection, he confronted the demons of doubt and desire that had plagued him for years, ultimately piercing the veil of ignorance and realizing the truth of existence. In that moment of enlightenment, Siddhartha transcended the confines of his individual identity and became the Buddha, the awakened one. Renouncing all worldly attachments, he dedicated the remainder of his life to teaching the path to liberation from suffering to all who sought it. The journey of Siddhartha Gautama from prince to monk serves as a timeless reminder of the transformative power of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. It invites us to question the illusions of security offered by worldly possessions and to embark on a quest for truth and inner peace. As we reflect on the profound evolution of Siddhartha Gautama, may we be inspired to tread the path of self-realization with courage, compassion, and unwavering resolve, knowing that the ultimate truth lies within the depths of our hearts. 3. Beyond material wealth, Buddha's wisdom on inner richness and poverty. The teachings of Gautam Buddha offer profound insights into the nature of wealth and poverty, transcending mere material possessions to illuminate the path toward true inner richness and contentment. Rooted in compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness, Buddha's philosophy presents a holistic perspective on prosperity that emphasizes the cultivation of inner qualities over external wealth. At the heart of Buddha's teachings lies the recognition that material wealth alone cannot guarantee happiness or fulfillment. While wealth may provide temporary comfort and security, it is ultimately impermanent and subject to change. Moreover, the relentless pursuit of material possessions can lead to attachment, greed, and suffering, trapping individuals in a cycle of dissatisfaction and discontent. Instead of placing undue emphasis on external riches, Buddha extolled the virtues of inner wealth, the wealth of wisdom, compassion, and spiritual insight. He emphasized the importance of cultivating qualities such as generosity, kindness, and empathy, which bring lasting joy and fulfillment to both oneself and others. Buddha's teachings on wealth and poverty are encapsulated in the concept of right livelihood as part of the Eightfold Path, a guiding framework for leading a virtuous and fulfilling life. Right livelihood involves engaging in occupations and economic activities that are ethical, compassionate, and conducive to the well-being of oneself and others. It encourages individuals to pursue work that is aligned with their values and contributes positively to the world, rather than solely focusing on monetary gain. Moreover, Buddha emphasized the practice of detachment, non-attachment, as a means of transcending the dualities of wealth and poverty. By cultivating a mindset of non-attachment, individuals can free themselves from the grip of material desires and find contentment in the present moment, irrespective of their external circumstances. One of Buddha's most profound teachings on wealth and poverty is the parable of the wealthy merchant and the mustard seed. In this story, grieving the death of her child, seeks solace from Buddha. He instructs her to find a mustard seed from a household that has not experienced loss. Through this simple yet profound lesson, Buddha teaches the universality of suffering and the impermanence of life, leading her to attain enlightenment. Ultimately, Buddha's teachings on wealth and poverty invite us to reevaluate our relationship with material possessions and cultivate a deeper understanding of true prosperity. By embracing inner richness and practicing generosity, compassion, and mindfulness, we can transcend the limitations of materialism and find lasting happiness and fulfillment within ourselves. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, may we draw inspiration from Buddha's timeless wisdom and strive to cultivate a wealth that transcends the boundaries of wealth and poverty, a wealth of the spirit that enriches our lives and the lives of others.
This topic is about finding your inner strength and value by learning from the story of Buddha. Buddha was a wise teacher who lived long ago in India. His story teaches us important lessons about self-discovery and empowerment. Buddha was once a prince named Siddhartha. Despite his luxurious life, he felt a deep sense of emptiness and wanted to understand the true meaning of life. So, he left his palace and embarked on a journey of self-discovery. During his journey, Buddha faced many challenges, but he persevered with determination and resilience. Through meditation and self-reflection, he gained enlightenment and discovered his true worth. The story of Buddha teaches us that we all have the power within us to overcome obstacles and realize our full potential. By understanding and embracing our strengths and weaknesses, we can empower ourselves to lead fulfilling lives. So empower your journey. Unveiling your true worth with Buddha's story encourages us to look within ourselves, learn from Buddha's example, and embark on our journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Buddha's story, a journey of self-discovery. In ancient India, there was a wise teacher named Buddha. He wasn't always known as Buddha. He was born as a prince named Siddhartha. Even though Siddhartha had everything he could want, wealth, comfort, and luxury, he felt something was missing in his life. One day, Siddhartha decided to leave his palace to seek answers to life's big questions. He wanted to understand why people suffer and what the true meaning of life was. This journey led him to meet different people and encounter various experiences. During his travels, Siddhartha faced many challenges and temptations. But instead of giving up, he continued his quest with determination and an open heart. He spent time in deep meditation, reflecting on his thoughts and feelings. Finally, after years of searching, Siddhartha achieved enlightenment. He became known as Buddha, which means the awakened one. Buddha discovered profound truths about life, suffering, and the path to inner peace. Buddha's story teaches us that true worth and fulfillment come from within. Just like Buddha, we can embark on our own journey of self-discovery. By seeking understanding and practicing mindfulness, we can uncover our inner strength and realize our true potential. Overcoming challenges, learning from Buddha's journey. Buddha, the wise teacher from ancient India, faced many challenges on his path to enlightenment. His journey teaches us valuable lessons about perseverance and overcoming obstacles in our own lives. One of the challenges Buddha faced was the temptation to give up. Despite leaving behind his comfortable life as a prince, he encountered hardships and doubts along the way. But instead of letting these obstacles discourage him, Buddha remained steadfast in his pursuit of truth. Another challenge Buddha faced was the distraction of worldly desires. Throughout his journey, he was tempted by wealth, pleasure, and power. However, Buddha realized that these distractions only brought temporary happiness and ultimately led to suffering. By letting go of these desires, he was able to focus on his spiritual quest. Buddha also faced internal struggles, such as doubt and fear. He questioned whether he was capable of achieving enlightenment and feared the unknown. But through meditation and self-reflection, Buddha found the strength to confront his doubts and overcome his fears. Buddha's perseverance in the face of adversity serves as a powerful example for us. His journey reminds us that challenges are a natural part of life, but with determination and resilience we can overcome them. By staying true to ourselves and staying focused on our goals, we can navigate through life's obstacles and emerge stronger and wiser. So let Buddha's story inspire us to persevere in the face of challenges, knowing that our struggles can lead to growth and enlightenment. Discovering inner strength, learning from Buddha's teachings. Inner strength is the power we possess within ourselves to face life's challenges with resilience and determination. Buddha's story offers valuable insights into how we can tap into this inner strength to achieve our goals and overcome obstacles. Buddha's journey of self-discovery was not easy. He encountered numerous challenges and setbacks along the way. However, through his teachings, Buddha reminds us that true strength comes from within. One of the key teachings of Buddha is the importance of mindfulness and self-awareness. By cultivating these qualities, we can develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our capabilities. Through meditation and reflection, we can tap into our inner reservoirs of strength and resilience. Buddha also teaches us the value of letting go of attachments and desires. Often it is our fears and insecurities that hold us back from reaching our full potential. By releasing these attachments, we free ourselves from self-imposed limitations and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Furthermore, Buddha emphasizes the power of perseverance and determination. Despite facing numerous challenges and obstacles, he never gave up on his quest for enlightenment. His unwavering commitment to his goal serves as a powerful reminder that anything is possible if we are willing to put in the effort and stay true to ourselves. In summary, Buddha's story teaches us that true strength comes from within. By cultivating mindfulness, letting go of attachments, and embracing perseverance, we can tap into our inner reservoirs of resilience and determination to achieve our goals and overcome any obstacle that stands in our way. Embracing self-reflection, learning from Buddha's practice. Self-reflection, inspired by Buddha's practice of meditation, plays a crucial role in the journey towards self-discovery and empowerment. Through introspection and mindfulness, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Buddha's teachings emphasize the importance of turning inward to explore our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Just as Buddha spent time in deep meditation to gain insight into the nature of existence, we too can benefit from moments of quiet reflection. Meditation allows us to observe our thoughts without judgment and to cultivate a sense of inner peace and clarity. By quieting the mind and focusing our attention inward, we become more attuned to our innermost desires, fears, and aspirations. Through self-reflection, we begin to recognize patterns in our behavior and thought processes. We gain insight into what motivates us, what holds us back, and what brings us true happiness and fulfillment. Self-reflection also empowers us to make positive changes in our lives. By identifying areas where we may be struggling or feeling stuck, we can take proactive steps to address these challenges and work towards personal growth and development. Furthermore, self-reflection fosters a greater sense of self-awareness and authenticity. As we become more attuned to our inner selves, we are better equipped to live in alignment with our values and beliefs, leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. In essence, self-reflection is a powerful tool for self-discovery and empowerment. By following in Buddha's footsteps and embracing the practice of meditation, we can unlock our inner wisdom and unleash our true potential. Finding fulfillment, drawing inspiration from Buddha's enlightenment. Buddha's enlightenment led him to a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose, offering valuable lessons that we can apply to find meaning in our own lives. After years of searching and self-reflection, Buddha attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. He gained deep insight into the nature of existence, understanding the causes of suffering and the path to liberation from it. This realization brought him a sense of inner peace and contentment that transcended worldly desires. One of the key teachings of Buddha is the importance of letting go of attachments and desires. By freeing ourselves from the endless cycle of craving and clinging, we can find true fulfillment in the present moment. Instead of seeking happiness externally, Buddha encourages us to look inward and cultivate inner peace and contentment. Buddha also teaches the importance of compassion and kindness towards ourselves and others. By practicing loving kindness and empathy, we can forge deeper connections with those around us and experience a greater sense of fulfillment and belonging. Furthermore, Buddha's teachings emphasize the concept of right livelihood and ethical conduct. By living in alignment with our values and principles, we can lead a meaningful and purposeful life that brings us fulfillment and joy. In applying Buddha's teachings to our own lives, we can find meaning and purpose during life's challenges and uncertainties. By cultivating mindfulness, compassion, and ethical conduct, we can awaken to our true potential and experience a deep sense of fulfillment that transcends material possessions and worldly achievements. In essence, Buddha's enlightenment serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration, reminding us that true fulfillment comes from within. By following in his footsteps and embodying his teachings, we can find meaning and purpose in our own lives and experience lasting happiness and peace. Finding fulfillment, drawing inspiration from Buddha's enlightenment. Buddha's enlightenment led him to a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose, offering valuable lessons that we can apply to find meaning in our own lives. After years of searching and self-reflection, Buddha attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. He gained deep insight into the nature of existence, understanding the causes of suffering and the path to liberation from it. This realization brought him a sense of inner peace and contentment that transcended worldly desires. One of the key teachings of Buddha is the importance of letting go of attachments and desires. By freeing ourselves from the endless cycle of craving and clinging, we can find true fulfillment in the present moment. Instead of seeking happiness externally, Buddha encourages us to look inward and cultivate inner peace and contentment. Buddha also teaches the importance of compassion and kindness towards ourselves and others. By practicing loving kindness and empathy, we can forge deeper connections with those around us and experience a greater sense of fulfillment and belonging. Furthermore, Buddha's teachings emphasize the concept of right livelihood and ethical conduct. By living in alignment with our values and principles, we can lead a meaningful and purposeful life that brings us fulfillment and joy. In applying Buddha's teachings to our own lives, we can find meaning and purpose amid life's challenges and uncertainties. By cultivating mindfulness, compassion, and ethical conduct, we can awaken to our true potential and experience a deep sense of fulfillment that transcends material possessions and worldly achievements. In essence, Buddha's enlightenment serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration, reminding us that true fulfillment comes from within. By following in his footsteps and embodying his teachings, we can find meaning and purpose in our own lives and experience lasting happiness and peace. Are you? Empowering others. Explore how sharing the lessons of Buddha's story can empower others to embark on their journeys of self-discovery and unlock their true worth. Empowering others. Sharing Buddha's wisdom for self-discovery. The timeless wisdom found in Buddha's story holds the power to inspire and empower others on their journeys of self-discovery and self-worth. Buddha's story is one of transformation and enlightenment. By sharing this story with others, we can offer hope and encouragement to those who may be struggling or seeking direction in their lives. Through the example of Buddha's perseverance and determination, we can show others that they, too, have the potential to overcome obstacles and unlock their true worth. One of the key lessons of Buddha's story is the importance of self-reflection and mindfulness. By encouraging others to take time for introspection and contemplation, we can help them gain a deeper understanding of themselves and their desires. Through meditation and self-inquiry, individuals can tap into their inner wisdom and discover their true purpose and worth.
Once upon a time, in the serene lands of ancient India, there lived a young man named Siddhartha. He was born into royalty, destined for a life of luxury and power. However, despite his privileged upbringing, Siddhartha found himself grappling with a profound sense of discontentment and inner turmoil. One day, amidst the opulence of his palace, Siddhartha embarked on a journey of self-discovery. He renounced his princely status and set out into the world in search of enlightenment. For years he wandered the countryside, seeking wisdom from sages and scholars, yet his heart remained heavy with unresolved emotions, particularly anger. It wasn't until Siddhartha encountered a group of Buddhist monks that he began to find solace for his restless soul. Under their guidance, he delved deep into the teachings of Buddhism, which offered profound insights into the nature of human suffering and the path to liberation. Central to Buddhist philosophy was the recognition of anger as a destructive force that poisons the mind and distorts one's perception of reality. The monks taught Siddhartha that while it's natural to experience anger, it is within one's power to transcend it through mindfulness and compassion. Through meditation and introspection, Siddhartha learned to observe his anger without being consumed by it. He discovered that beneath the surface of his rage lay a wellspring of hurt and insecurity, longing to be acknowledged and healed. With each passing day, Siddhartha's heart grew lighter as he cultivated a sense of inner peace and equanimity. He realized that true strength lay not in the suppression of emotions, but in their transformation into sources of wisdom and compassion. Armed with this newfound understanding, Siddhartha, now known as the Buddha, dedicated his life to teaching others the path to liberation from suffering. He traveled far and wide, sharing his timeless teachings with all who were willing to listen. One day, a troubled soul approached the Buddha, consumed by rage and despair. The Buddha listened with compassion as the individual poured out their grievances. With gentle wisdom, he offered them a simple yet profound prescription. "Take this previous medicine," the Buddha said, gesturing towards the teachings of Buddhism on anger. "Cultivate mindfulness and compassion in your heart, and you'll find that anger no longer has a hold over you." Intrigued by the Buddha's words, the troubled soul began to earnestly practice the principles of Buddhism. Through diligent meditation and self-reflection, they gradually loosened the grip of anger on their mind, replacing it with a sense of inner peace and contentment. As time passed, the once angry individual underwent a remarkable transformation. They no longer reacted impulsively to provocation but responded with patience and understanding. Their relationships flourished, and their mind became a sanctuary of serenity and joy. In the end, the individual realized that the true miracle lay not in the eradication of anger, but in its transformation into love and compassion. Inspired by their journey of healing, they dedicated themselves to spreading the teachings of Buddhism far and wide, offering hope and solace to all who suffered. And so, the timeless wisdom of Buddhism continues to illuminate the path toward freedom from anger, reminding us that within the depths of our hearts lies the power to transform suffering into profound peace and liberation. In the vast teachings of Buddhism, the recognition of anger as a potent poison is paramount. Unlike other emotions, anger is seen as particularly harmful, not just because of its outward expression, but because of its insidious impact on the individual experiencing it. Buddhism emphasizes that anger isn't merely a fleeting emotion, but a deep-seated affliction that distorts our perception of reality and inflicts suffering upon ourselves and those around us. At its core, Buddhism teaches that anger arises from a fundamental misunderstanding of the nature of reality. When we become angry, we perceive a situation or person as inherently negative or threatening, triggering a cascade of negative thoughts and emotions. This distorted perception clouds our judgment, leading us to react impulsively and harmfully, often escalating conflicts and perpetuating cycles of suffering. Moreover, Buddhism emphasizes that anger not only harms others but also erodes our well-being. When consumed by anger, we experience physical and psychological distress, including elevated heart rate, increased blood pressure, and heightened levels of stress hormones. Over time, chronic anger can lead to a host of health issues, from cardiovascular problems to compromised immune function. Furthermore, anger undermines our ability to cultivate inner peace and happiness. By fixating on grievances, we perpetuate a cycle of negativity that prevents us from experiencing genuine joy and contentment. Instead of fostering meaningful connections with others, anger breeds resentment and isolation, erecting barriers to authentic communication and understanding. In recognizing anger as a poison, Buddhism offers a profound invitation to cultivate mindfulness and compassion as antidotes. By developing awareness of our anger and its underlying causes, we can begin to unravel its grip on our minds and hearts. Through practices such as meditation and introspection, we learn to respond to challenging situations with equanimity and wisdom, rather than succumbing to reactive patterns of behavior. Mindfulness, a central practice in Buddhism, holds remarkable power in transforming our relationship with anger. At its essence, mindfulness involves cultivating present moment awareness without judgment, allowing us to observe our thoughts, emotions, and sensations with clarity and compassion. In the context of anger, mindfulness serves as a potent tool for disengaging from reactive patterns of behavior and cultivating inner peace and equanimity. One of the key insights of mindfulness is the recognition that anger is not a fixed or inherent trait but a passing mental state that arises and ceases in response to specific conditions. By training our attention through practices such as meditation and mindful breathing, we develop the capacity to observe the arising of anger without becoming entangled in its grip. Instead of reflexively reacting to anger with aversion or aggression, we can choose to respond with greater awareness and discernment. Buddhist practices offer various techniques to cultivate mindfulness and diffuse anger in the heat of the moment. For example, when we notice anger arising, we can bring our attention to the sensations in our body, observing the physical manifestations of anger. Mindfulness, a central practice in Buddhism, holds remarkable power in transforming our relationship with anger. At its essence, mindfulness involves cultivating present moment awareness without judgment, allowing us to observe our thoughts, emotions, and sensations with clarity and compassion. In the context of anger, mindfulness serves as a potent tool for disengaging from reactive patterns of behavior and cultivating inner peace and equanimity. One of the key insights of mindfulness is the recognition that anger is not a fixed or inherent trait, but a passing mental state that arises and ceases in response to specific conditions. By training our attention through practices such as meditation and mindful breathing, we develop the capacity to observe the arising of anger without becoming entangled in its grip. Instead of reflexively reacting to anger with aversion or aggression, we can choose to respond with greater awareness and discernment. Buddhist practices offer various techniques to cultivate mindfulness and diffuse anger in the heat of the moment. For example, when we notice anger arising, we can bring our attention to the sensations in our body, observing the physical manifestations of anger without judgment. By grounding ourselves in the present moment, we create space for wise discernment and skillful action, rather than succumbing to impulsive reactions driven by anger. Moreover, mindfulness empowers us to investigate the underlying causes of our anger with curiosity and compassion. Through introspection and self-inquiry, we can uncover the deep-seated beliefs, fears, and insecurities that fuel our anger, allowing us to address them with wisdom and insight. By shining the light of awareness on our emotional landscape, we can gradually untangle the roots of anger and cultivate greater emotional resilience and well-being. Furthermore, mindfulness fosters a sense of spaciousness and perspective that enables us to respond to challenging situations with greater empathy and understanding. By recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings and the impermanent nature of emotions, we can cultivate compassion for ourselves and others. Rather than perpetuating cycles of reactivity and aggression, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and harmony that radiates outward, transforming our relationships and communities. In essence, the power of mindfulness lies in its ability to free us from the grip of anger and cultivate a life of greater peace, clarity, and compassion. By cultivating present moment awareness and compassionate understanding, we can transcend the limitations of anger and awaken to the boundless potential for growth and transformation within ourselves and the world around us. Certainly, here are some practical techniques inspired by Buddhist teachings to help manage and diffuse anger in daily life. 1. Mindful breathing. Take a few moments to focus on your breath. Pay attention to the sensations of each inhale and exhale, allowing your breath to anchor you in the present moment. As you breathe, observe any tension or discomfort in your body associated with anger, and imagine releasing it with each breath. 2. Meditation. Set aside time each day for meditation practice. Sit comfortably and focus your attention on your breath, a mantra, or a visual object. When thoughts or emotions arise, simply observe them without judgment and gently return your focus to your chosen anchor. Meditation helps cultivate inner calm and clarity, reducing the likelihood of reactive anger. 3. Mindful awareness. Throughout the day, cultivate mindful awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. Notice any signs of anger arising, such as tension in the jaw or a racing heart. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause and observe your experience with curiosity and compassion. By developing mindful awareness, you can interrupt the cycle of anger before it escalates. 4. Loving kindness practice. Engage in loving kindness meditation to cultivate compassion for yourself and others. Begin by directing loving kindness towards yourself, silently repeating phrases such as "May I be happy," "May I be peaceful." Then extend this benevolent intention to others, including those who may have triggered your anger. Cultivating loving kindness helps soften the heart and foster empathy, reducing the intensity of anger. 5. Reflective writing. Keep a journal to explore the underlying causes of your anger and identify patterns of thinking and behavior that contribute to it. Write freely about your experiences, emotions, and reactions, allowing yourself to express and process your feelings without judgment. Reflective writing can help gain insight into the root causes of anger and develop strategies for managing it effectively. 6. Mindful communication. Practice mindful communication by speaking and listening with presence and empathy. Before responding to a triggering situation, take a moment to pause and consider your words carefully. Speak honestly and assertively, expressing your needs and concerns without resorting to aggression or blame. Likewise, listen attentively to the perspectives of others, seeking to understand their experiences with an open heart. By incorporating these practical techniques into your daily life, inspired by Buddhist teachings, you can cultivate greater awareness, compassion, and resilience in managing and diffusing anger. Remember that anger is a natural human emotion, but with mindfulness and practice, you can learn to respond to it skillfully and cultivate inner peace and harmony. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, where chaos seems to reign supreme, the pursuit of inner peace has become a coveted treasure. Many seek solace in various practices and philosophies, but perhaps none offer insights as profound as Buddhism. In the heart of Buddhist teachings lies a timeless wisdom, one that transcends cultural boundaries and speaks to the essence of human existence. At the core of this wisdom lies the concept of inner peace, a state of tranquility that arises from understanding the nature of reality and embracing it with equanimity. One such inspirational story from the Buddhist tradition illustrates this journey toward inner peace with eloquence and simplicity. It begins in a bustling village nestled amidst verdant hills, where a young man named Koji lives. Despite his outward success as a merchant, Koji found himself plagued by restlessness and discontent. No amount of wealth or material possessions could quench the longing for something deeper, a sense of fulfillment that seemed perpetually out of reach. Disturbed by his inner turmoil, Koji sought the counsel of a wise old monk who resided in a humble temple on the outskirts of the village. Upon hearing Koji's lament, the monk offered him a simple yet profound teaching. True inner peace, the monk said, does not come from the external world. It is not found in the pursuit of wealth or fame. Instead, it resides within you, waiting to be discovered. Perplexed, Koji asked how he could uncover this elusive treasure within himself. The monk smiled knowingly and handed Koji a small clay bowl filled to the brim with water. Carry this bowl without spilling a single drop, he instructed. Confused but willing, Koji accepted the challenge and began his journey back to the village. With every step, he focused intently on balancing the delicate vessel, fearing the loss of even a single droplet. As he navigated the bustling streets, Koji became acutely aware of the chaos surrounding him, the clamor of merchants haggling, the jostling of pedestrians, and the cacophony of daily life. Yet despite the external turmoil, he remained steadfast in his resolve to keep the water from spilling. Upon reaching the temple once more, Koji presented the bowl to the monk, expecting praise for his feat of dexterity. Instead, the monk gently shook his head and gestured for Koji to look closely at the bowl. To his astonishment, Koji realized that in his single-minded focus on preserving the water, he had failed to notice the beauty of his surroundings, the vibrant colors of the flowers lining the path, the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze, and the warmth of the sun on his skin. In that moment of realization, a profound shift occurred within Koji. He understood that true inner peace was not about guarding against life's inevitable disturbances, but embracing them with an open heart and mind. Like the water in the bowl, peace flowed not from resistance but from acceptance. With newfound clarity, Koji returned to the village, no longer burdened by the weight of his expectations and desires. Amid life's ebb and flow, he discovered a reservoir of peace that lay deep within him, a peace that neither the trials of the world nor the passage of time could diminish. And so the story of Koji serves as a timeless reminder that true inner peace is not a destination to be reached, but a journey to be embraced. By cultivating mindfulness, acceptance, and compassion, we can navigate the complexities of existence with grace and equanimity, finding solace in the ever-present stillness of our being. Absolutely, understanding impermanence is foundational to cultivating inner peace, according to Buddhist teachings. Impermanence, or the concept of in Pali, refers to the universal truth that all phenomena, whether tangible or intangible, are subject to change and eventual cessation. When we fully grasp the impermanent nature of existence, we realize that clinging to people, possessions, or experiences for permanent satisfaction is futile. Instead, we learn to appreciate the beauty of each moment without grasping onto it, knowing that it too shall pass. This understanding liberates us from the cycle of attachment and aversion. We no longer resist the natural flow of life, but rather embrace it with open hearts and minds. We become less reactive to the ups and downs of life, finding a deeper sense of peace and acceptance amid change. Moreover, recognizing impermanence can inspire us to live more fully in the present moment, cherishing each experience as it unfolds. We learn to let go of past regrets and worries about the future, finding freedom in the here and now. In essence, understanding impermanence is not about denying the joys of life or avoiding pain, rather. It is about embracing the full spectrum of human experience with equanimity and grace. By accepting the impermanent nature of reality, we can cultivate a profound sense of peace that transcends the fleeting pleasures and sorrows of the world. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful tool for finding peace and contentment in the present moment. Rooted in Buddhist tradition, mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment with openness, curiosity, and acceptance, without judgment or attachment. When we cultivate mindfulness, we train our minds to become aware of our thoughts, emotions, sensations, and surroundings as they arise, without getting caught up in them. By observing our experiences with non-judgmental awareness, we create space between ourselves and our thoughts, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with clarity and compassion. One of the key benefits of mindfulness is its ability to liberate us from the grip of past regrets and future anxieties. Often our minds are consumed by rumination over past events or worry about what might happen in the future. This mental time travel can lead to stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction with the present moment. However, when we practice mindfulness, we anchor ourselves in the here and now, letting go of regrets and worries that pull us away from the present moment. We learn to observe our thoughts and feelings as they come and go, without getting entangled in them. This freedom from mental chatter allows us to fully immerse ourselves in the richness of the present moment, finding peace and contentment in the here and now. Moreover, mindfulness fosters a sense of appreciation for life's simple pleasures. When we are fully present, we can savor the sights, sounds, and sensations of the present moment with greater clarity and intensity. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on our skin, the sound of birds chirping, or the taste of a delicious meal, mindfulness invites us to experience life more fully and deeply. In essence, practicing mindfulness is not about escaping from reality or avoiding difficult emotions. Rather, it is about cultivating a deeper sense of presence and awareness in our everyday lives. By embracing the present moment with openness and acceptance, we can find peace and fulfillment amidst life's ups and downs. Developing compassion is a profound practice that not only benefits others but also nurtures our sense of inner peace and well-being. At its core, compassion is the ability to recognize and empathize with the suffering of others and ourselves, and to respond with kindness, care, and a desire to alleviate that suffering. When we open our hearts to the suffering of others, we cultivate a deep sense of connection and empathy. We recognize that, despite our differences, we all share a common humanity and experience pain and struggles in our lives. This understanding fosters a sense of solidarity and interdependence, breaking down barriers of separation and fostering a deeper sense of belonging and connection with others. Moreover, developing compassion towards ourselves is equally important. Many of us struggle with self-criticism, self-doubt, and feelings of unworthiness. However, when we treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a dear friend in need, we cultivate self-compassion. Self-compassion involves recognizing our suffering with kindness and acceptance and responding with a desire to alleviate our pain and promote our well-being. By cultivating compassion, we nurture a sense of inner peace rooted in kindness and altruism. When we extend compassion to others, we experience a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose, knowing that our actions have made a positive difference in the lives of others. Similarly, when we cultivate self-compassion, we cultivate a deeper sense of self-acceptance and inner peace, free from the burden of self-judgment and self-criticism. In essence, developing compassion is a transformative practice that not only benefits others but also nurtures our well-being and sense of inner peace. By opening our hearts to the suffering of others and ourselves, we can foster connection, empathy, and kindness, creating a more compassionate and peaceful world for all. Finding refuge in stillness is a profound practice that offers solace and renewal amidst life's challenges and uncertainties. Through meditation and contemplation, we can cultivate a sanctuary of inner calm, tapping into a reservoir of peace that lies at the core of our being. In the modern world, where constant busyness and distraction abound, finding moments of stillness can seem elusive. However, by intentionally setting aside time for meditation and contemplation, we create space to quiet the mind, release tension from the body, and reconnect with our innermost selves. In the stillness of meditation and contemplation, we discover a sanctuary of inner calm that transcends the noise and turbulence of daily life. Here, amidst the gentle rhythm of our breath and the whispers of our inner wisdom, we can find refuge from the storm of thoughts and emotions that often plague the mind. Moreover, by regularly cultivating stillness, we strengthen our capacity to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. We learn to respond to difficulties with clarity and equanimity, rather than reacting impulsively out of fear or agitation. Ultimately, finding refuge in stillness is not about escaping from the world or avoiding its complexities. Instead, it is about tapping into a deeper dimension of being, where peace, wisdom, and compassion reside. By nurturing this inner sanctuary through meditation and contemplation, we can cultivate a sense of wholeness, balance, and harmony that permeates every aspect of our lives. Living in alignment with wisdom involves integrating the profound insights of Buddhist teachings into our everyday lives, empowering us to navigate challenges with clarity, integrity, and compassion. By embodying these teachings, we can cultivate a life of purpose, meaning, and lasting peace. At the heart of Buddhist wisdom lies a deep understanding of the nature of reality and the human condition. Central concepts such as impermanence, interconnectedness, and the law of karma offer profound insights into the nature of suffering and the path to liberation. By embracing these teachings, we gain a broader perspective on life's challenges and setbacks. We come to understand that change is inevitable, that everything is interconnected, and that our actions have consequences. This awareness enables us to respond to difficulties with greater resilience, acceptance, and compassion. Integrating Buddhist teachings into our daily lives also empowers us to cultivate wisdom and integrity in our actions and relationships. The ethical principles of Buddhism, such as non-harming, honesty, and compassion, serve as guiding principles for how we relate to ourselves and others. By aligning our actions with these principles, we can cultivate a sense of integrity and moral clarity that fosters trust, respect, and harmony in our relationships. Ultimately, living in alignment with wisdom is about embodying the timeless truths of Buddhist teachings in our thoughts, words, and deeds. It is about cultivating a life of mindfulness, compassion, and ethical conduct that brings greater meaning, purpose, and fulfillment to ourselves and others. In doing so, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom, guiding us toward a life of lasting peace and well-being. Introduction in the pursuit of happiness. Many turn to various philosophies and spiritual traditions for guidance. Buddhism, with its emphasis on mindfulness, compassion, and inner peace, offers invaluable insights into cultivating happiness in life. Both through timeless stories and teachings, Buddhism provides a roadmap for navigating the complexities of existence and uncovering the joy that resides within each of us. Understanding the nature of happiness in Buddhism, happiness is not merely the absence of suffering but a profound state of contentment and inner peace. The first step towards happiness is understanding its true nature. Buddhist teachings often illustrate this with the metaphor of the lotus flower, which grows in muddy water yet emerges unstained and beautiful. Similarly, happiness can be found amidst life's challenges when we cultivate mindfulness and equanimity. Letting go of attachment central to Buddhist philosophy is the concept of impermanence and the idea that clinging to transient phenomena leads to suffering. Through inspirational stories like that of the monk who let go of his prized possessions to attain enlightenment, Buddhism teaches the liberating power of detachment. By releasing attachments to material possessions, relationships, and even our ego, we create space for genuine happiness to blossom. Practicing gratitude and generosity. Gratitude is a cornerstone of happiness in Buddhism. The simple act of acknowledging and appreciating the blessings in our lives fosters a sense of abundance and contentment. Inspirational stories abound of individuals who found joy through acts of generosity, whether through sharing resources with those in need or offering kindness to strangers. By cultivating a generous heart, we not only benefit others but also nourish our sense of fulfillment. Cultivating mindfulness and inner peace. Mindfulness, or the practice of being fully present in the moment, is another key to happiness in Buddhism. Through meditation and mindful awareness, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, thereby reducing suffering and enhancing our capacity for joy. Inspirational stories of monks and practitioners finding serenity amidst chaos serve as reminders of the transformative power of mindfulness in everyday life. Embracing compassion. At the heart of Buddhist teachings is the principle of compassion, the empathetic desire to alleviate the suffering of others. By extending compassion to all beings, we not only contribute to the well-being of the world, but also cultivate happiness within ourselves. Inspirational stories of bodhisattvas sacrificing their enlightenment to serve humanity exemplify the profound joy that arises from selfless love and altruism. Conclusion. In the quest for happiness, Buddhism offers a wealth of inspirational stories and timeless wisdom. By understanding the nature of happiness, letting go of attachments, practicing gratitude and generosity, cultivating mindfulness, and embracing compassion, we can unlock the secrets to a fulfilling and joyful life. May these teachings inspire us to journey inward, uncovering the boundless happiness that lies at the core of our being. 1. The pursuit of inner joy, a Buddhist exploration of true happiness. In Buddhism, the quest for happiness transcends fleeting pleasures, delving into the depths of the human experience to uncover enduring contentment and peace. Unlike the ephemeral highs of material wealth or sensory gratification, true happiness, as perceived through the lens of Buddhism, emanates from within and is intricately intertwined with the principles of mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. Central to Buddhism's perspective on happiness is the recognition of the impermanent nature of all phenomena. In acknowledging the transience of life, one learns to release attachments to fleeting pleasures and material possessions, understanding that true contentment arises from a state of inner equilibrium rather than external circumstances. Mindfulness, a cornerstone of Buddhist practice, plays a pivotal role in cultivating happiness. By immersing oneself fully in the present moment, without judgment or attachment, individuals can awaken to the richness of each experience, finding joy in the simplest of moments. Compassion, or the empathetic concern for the welfare of others, is another essential aspect of happiness in Buddhism. By extending kindness and understanding to all beings, individuals not only alleviate the suffering of others, but also nurture a sense of interconnectedness and fulfillment within themselves. Wisdom, acquired through introspection, reflection, and the study of Buddhist teachings, serves as a guiding light on the path to happiness. By gaining insight into the nature of reality and the workings of the mind, individuals can free themselves from the shackles of ignorance and delusion, finding liberation in the clarity of understanding. In essence, true happiness, as elucidated by Buddhism, is not merely a fleeting emotion or external pursuit, but a profound state of being rooted in mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. By embracing these principles and embarking on the journey of self-discovery, individuals can unlock the boundless joy that resides within the depths of their hearts. 2. Enlightening narratives, timeless wisdom from Buddhist traditions. Throughout the annals of Buddhist history, a tapestry of inspirational stories has woven itself into the fabric of spiritual teachings, imparting profound insights and timeless wisdom to seekers of enlightenment. These narratives, passed down through generations, serve as beacons of guidance, illuminating the path toward inner peace, compassion, and awakening. One such tale recounts the journey of Siddhartha Gautama, who, disillusioned by the suffering he witnessed in the world, embarked on a quest for truth. Through years of arduous practice and profound introspection, Siddhartha attained enlightenment beneath the Bodhi tree, transcending the cycle of birth and death to become the Buddha, the awakened one. His story serves as a testament to the transformative power of perseverance, resilience, and unwavering determination on the path to enlightenment. Another poignant narrative revolves around the compassionate acts of a grieving mother who, consumed by sorrow upon the death of her son, sought solace from the Buddha. In his infinite wisdom, the Buddha instructed to procure a mustard seed from a household untouched by death. Through her encounters with various families, each grappling with their own experiences of loss, came to realize the universality of suffering and the impermanence of life. In embracing this profound truth, she found solace and liberation from her grief, embodying the transformative power of compassion and understanding. The story of a notorious bandit turned devout disciple of the Buddha offers another poignant illustration of redemption and spiritual awakening. Consumed by a desire for power and prestige, embarked on a murderous rampage, terrorizing the countryside with his atrocities. However, upon encountering the Buddha, underwent a profound transformation, renouncing his violent ways and embracing the path of non-violence and compassion. Through his unwavering dedication to spiritual practice, attained enlightenment, transcending the limitations of his past and embodying the boundless potential for transformation inherent within all beings. 3. Compassion in action, spreading happiness through kindness. In the vast tapestry of human experience, compassion stands as a beacon of light, illuminating the path toward greater understanding, connection, and happiness. Rooted in empathy and altruism, compassion transcends boundaries of race, religion, and creed, offering solace and support to those in need. Through acts of kindness, both big and small, individuals have the power to transform lives and sow the seeds of joy and fulfillment in the world. One need look no further than the story of the Bodhisattva for a profound example of compassion in action. Moved by the suffering of all beings, vowed to alleviate their pain and bring about their liberation. In embodying the spirit of compassion, demonstrates the transformative power of empathy and selflessness in fostering happiness and well-being for all. In the modern world, countless individuals and organizations continue to exemplify the principles of compassion through their tireless efforts to alleviate suffering and promote human flourishing. From humanitarian aid workers providing relief in war-torn regions to volunteers serving meals at homeless shelters, acts of kindness and compassion serve as catalysts for positive change and social transformation. Moreover, research in the field of psychology has demonstrated the profound impact of compassion on individual well-being and happiness. Studies have shown that acts of kindness not only benefit recipients but also enhance the giver's sense of purpose, connection, and fulfillment. Whether through volunteering, donating to charity, or simply offering a listening ear to a friend in need, each act of compassion contributes to the collective fabric of human kindness and fosters a more compassionate and harmonious society. In essence, compassion in action represents the embodiment of humanity's highest ideals and aspirations. By extending kindness, empathy, and understanding to others, individuals have the power to create ripple effects of positivity and joy that reverberate far beyond their immediate surroundings. In this way, compassion becomes not only a source of happiness for oneself, but also a catalyst for spreading happiness and creating a more compassionate and interconnected world for all. 4. Mindfulness meditation, cultivating inner peace and contentment. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, amidst the cacophony of demands and distractions, the practice of mindfulness meditation emerges as a sanctuary of stillness and serenity. Rooted in ancient Buddhist traditions, yet embraced by people of all backgrounds and beliefs, mindfulness meditation offers a profound pathway to nurturing inner peace, tranquility, and contentment in an increasingly chaotic world. At its core, mindfulness meditation invites practitioners to cultivate a state of non-judgmental awareness and presence, wherein one observes thoughts, sensations, and emotions as they arise in the present moment. Through gentle and compassionate attention, individuals learn to anchor themselves in the here and now, untethered from the anxieties of the past and the uncertainties of the future. In the practice of mindfulness meditation, the breath serves as an ever-present anchor, grounding practitioners in the rhythm of each inhale and exhale. By returning to the breath with each passing moment, individuals cultivate a sense of steadiness and stability amidst the ebb and flow of life's myriad experiences. Moreover, mindfulness meditation offers a profound opportunity for self-discovery and inner exploration. Through sustained practice, individuals develop a deeper understanding of their thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behavior, fostering greater self-awareness and insight into the workings of the mind. Research in the field of neuroscience has corroborated the myriad benefits of mindfulness meditation on mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Studies have shown that regular meditation practice can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, while enhancing resilience, empathy, and overall quality of life. In essence, mindfulness meditation represents a profound invitation to journey inward, nurturing inner peace and contentment amidst the chaos of the world. Through dedicated practice and gentle perseverance, individuals discover a wellspring of tranquility and resilience within themselves, empowering them to navigate life's challenges with grace, equanimity, and compassion. Gautama Buddha, the enlightened sage who founded Buddhism over 2,500 years ago, offers timeless wisdom on how to be a great person. His teachings, encapsulated in the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, provide a comprehensive guide to living a fulfilling and morally upright life. 1. Understanding the Four Noble Truths. Buddha's teachings begin with the Four Noble Truths, which are the foundation of Buddhism. They acknowledge the existence of suffering, identify its causes, point to its cessation, and prescribe the path leading to its end. 2. Following the Eightfold Path. Buddha presents the Eightfold Path as a practical framework for achieving liberation from suffering and attaining enlightenment. This path consists of right understanding, grasping the true nature of reality, including the impermanence of all things and the interconnectedness of life. Right intention, cultivating thoughts of compassion, goodwill, and non-harming. Right speech, speaking truthfully, kindly, and wisely, avoiding harmful or divisive speech. Right action, acting ethically and virtuously, refraining from harming others through physical actions. Right livelihood, engaging in work that does not harm oneself or others, such as avoiding jobs involving exploitation or violence. Right effort, making a committed effort to cultivate wholesome qualities and abandon unwholesome ones. Right mindfulness, developing awareness of one's thoughts, feelings, and actions in the present moment, without judgment. Right concentration, cultivating focused attention and deep meditative absorption to gain insight and clarity. 3. Practice compassion and loving kindness. Central to Buddha's teachings is the cultivation of compassion and loving kindness towards oneself and all beings. By developing empathy and understanding the interconnectedness of all life, one transcends the narrow confines of self-interest and fosters a sense of universal benevolence. 4. Embrace impermanence. Buddha teaches the impermanent nature of all things, including ourselves. By accepting impermanence and the inevitability of change, we can navigate life's ups and downs with equanimity and grace. 5. Seek wisdom. Buddha encourages seekers to question, inquire, and investigate the nature of reality for themselves. Rather than accepting dogma or blindly following tradition, one should strive to understand the truth through direct experience and insight. 6. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness, or the practice of non-judgmental awareness of the present moment, is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice. By cultivating mindfulness in daily life, one can free themselves from the grip of past regrets and future anxieties, and instead fully engage with the richness of each moment. In essence, to be a great person according to Gautama Buddha is to embody these principles in thought, speech, and action. By cultivating wisdom, compassion, and mindfulness, one can transcend the limitations of ego and suffering, and realize their full potential for goodness and awakening. The Eightfold Path is the central prescription in Buddhism for living a wholesome, ethical life and achieving spiritual liberation. It serves as a comprehensive guide to ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom, offering a roadmap for individuals to cultivate inner peace, wisdom, and enlightenment. Let's delve into each component of the Noble Eightfold Path. 1. Right understanding. This entails having a correct understanding of the nature of reality, including the Four Noble Truths: the understanding of suffering, its causes, its cessation, and the path leading to its cessation. Right understanding involves recognizing the impermanent, interconnected, and inherently unsatisfactory nature of all phenomena. 2. Right intention. Right intention involves cultivating wholesome intentions and motivations. It entails renouncing harmful desires, such as greed, hatred, and delusion, and cultivating intentions of kindness, compassion, and wisdom. By aligning our intentions with the principles of non-harming and ethical conduct, we lay the foundation for virtuous action. 3. Right speech. Right speech emphasizes the importance of truthful, kind, and beneficial communication. It involves abstaining from lying, harsh speech, divisive speech, and gossip, and instead speaking in ways that promote harmony, understanding, and goodwill. Right speech fosters honesty, integrity, and empathy in our interactions with others. 4. Right action. Right action entails engaging in ethical and virtuous conduct in our actions. It involves refraining from harming living beings, stealing, and engaging in sexual misconduct, and instead practicing kindness, generosity, and respect for life. Right action promotes harmony, integrity, and moral responsibility in our behavior. 5. Right livelihood. Right livelihood involves earning a living in a way that is ethical and aligned with the principles of non-harming and compassion. It entails avoiding professions that involve harming others, such as selling weapons, trading in intoxicants, or engaging in exploitative practices, and instead pursuing livelihoods that contribute to the well-being of oneself and others. 6. Right effort. Right effort entails making a diligent effort to cultivate wholesome qualities and abandon unwholesome ones. It involves cultivating positive mental states such as mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, while also overcoming negative mental states such as greed, hatred, and delusion. Right effort requires perseverance, mindfulness, and self-discipline in our spiritual practice. 7. Right mindfulness. Right mindfulness involves developing a clear, non-judgmental awareness of our thoughts, feelings, sensations, and actions in the present moment. It entails observing the nature of our experience with mindfulness and equanimity, without attachment or aversion. Right mindfulness cultivates insight, clarity, and inner peace by bringing attention to the impermanent and interconnected nature of all phenomena. 8. Right concentration. Right concentration involves cultivating a focused and tranquil state of mind through meditation. It entails developing concentration and mental absorption by focusing the mind on a single object of meditation, such as the breath or a mantra. Right concentration leads to deep states of absorption, which purify the mind and lead to profound insights and spiritual awakening. Together, the Eightfold Path provides a comprehensive framework for ethical living and spiritual development. By cultivating wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline, individuals can gradually overcome suffering, develop inner peace and wisdom, and realize the ultimate goal of liberation and enlightenment. Compassion and loving kindness are fundamental principles in Buddhist philosophy and practice, playing a central role in cultivating inner transformation and fostering well-being for oneself and others. These qualities lie at the heart of the Buddha's teachings, guiding practitioners towards greater empathy, altruism, and spiritual awakening. Let's explore their significance. 1. Central tenets of Buddhism: compassion and loving kindness are among the 4 immeasurable states of mind in Buddhism. Alongside sympathetic joy and equanimity, these qualities are considered virtues to be cultivated and perfected on the path to enlightenment. 2. Compassion towards all beings. Buddhist teachings emphasize the interconnectedness of all life and encourage practitioners to extend compassion to all sentient beings, not just to those close to us. By recognizing the shared experience of suffering and the desire for happiness among all beings, individuals develop a sense of universal compassion that transcends the boundaries of self and others. 3. Loving kindness meditation. Loving kindness meditation is a prominent practice in Buddhism aimed at cultivating unconditional love and benevolence towards oneself and others. Practitioners systematically generate feelings of goodwill and loving kindness by repeating phrases such as "May all beings be happy," "May all beings be free from suffering." This practice helps dissolve barriers of prejudice and self-centeredness, fostering a heart of boundless compassion. 4. Alleviation of suffering. Compassion motivates individuals to alleviate the suffering of others by offering support, kindness, and understanding. In Buddhism, acts of generosity, service, and moral conduct are considered expressions of compassion, leading to the well-being and happiness of oneself and others. By relieving the suffering of others, practitioners also cultivate inner peace and fulfillment. 5. Transformation of self-compassion and loving kindness are not only directed towards others but also towards oneself. Buddhist practice emphasizes the importance of self-compassion and self-care, recognizing that true compassion arises from a place of inner strength and well-being. By cultivating compassion towards oneself, individuals develop greater resilience, acceptance, and authenticity in their relationships with others. 6. Development of virtue. Compassion and loving kindness are integral to the cultivation of moral virtue in Buddhism. Ethical conduct, such as refraining from harming others and practicing generosity, arises naturally from a compassionate heart. By embodying these qualities, individuals contribute to the creation of a more harmonious and compassionate society. 7. Spiritual awakening. Compassion and loving kindness are essential qualities on the path to enlightenment. In Buddhist teachings, the bodhisattva, a being dedicated to attaining enlightenment for the benefit of all, is characterized by boundless compassion and altruism. By embodying the spirit of the bodhisattva, practitioners strive to alleviate the suffering of all beings and lead them towards liberation and awakening. In summary, compassion and loving kindness are foundational principles in Buddhist philosophy and practice, guiding individuals toward greater empathy, altruism, and spiritual growth. By cultivating these qualities, practitioners contribute to their well-being and the well-being of others, ultimately realizing the interconnectedness of all life and the boundless potential for love and compassion within themselves. Impermanence and change are fundamental teachings in Buddhism, reflecting the transient nature of existence. Buddha emphasized that everything in life is impermanent, subject to constant change and flux. By accepting impermanence, we can cultivate greater peace and equanimity in our lives. Buddha taught that attachment to things that are impermanent leads to suffering. By recognizing and accepting the impermanent nature of all phenomena, our thoughts, emotions, relationships, and material possessions, we can release attachment and find freedom from suffering. Acceptance of impermanence allows us to live more fully in the present moment, appreciating the beauty and richness of life without clinging to it. It frees us from the anxiety and fear of loss, allowing us to embrace change with openness and resilience. Ultimately, embracing impermanence leads to greater peace and equanimity, as we learn to flow with the ever-changing currents of life, finding stability within ourselves amidst the flux of the world. Mindfulness and meditation are core practices in Buddhism, designed to cultivate present moment awareness, insight, and mental clarity, leading to spiritual awakening. Mindfulness involves non-judgmentally observing the present moment, including thoughts, emotions, and sensations. By anchoring attention in the here and now, practitioners develop heightened awareness and a deep understanding of reality's impermanent nature. In meditation, through techniques like breath awareness or loving kindness, trains the mind to sustain focus and concentration. This fosters insight into the transient nature of existence and the interconnectedness of all phenomena. Together, mindfulness and meditation provide a pathway to mental clarity and emotional regulation. By remaining centered amidst life's challenges, practitioners cultivate inner resilience and wisdom, ultimately leading to spiritual awakening and liberation from suffering.